Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Nandot Pranam, welcome to Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya. Today we are very happy to have the association of His Grace Murali Prabhuji. We'll be sharing Bhagavad Katha from 4th Canto, 28th chapter, verse number 31. The chapter is titled Puranjana Becomes Woman in His Next Life. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Nandot Pranam.
Nandot Pranam, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu, we can start.
You can start. Okay.
Yeah, I will share if you want. Shall I share the verses?
Yeah, you share it.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all of you for the Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya. Today, subject matter is on the Puranjana become a woman in the next life. Can you hear it properly?
Yes, Prabhuji, we can hear properly.
Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naranjaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mutiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 28, text number 31. Puranjana become a woman in the next life. That is the subject matter. So, in the previous verses, what we can understand, King Puranjana gave up his body while remembering his wife. And consequently, in the next life, he became a very beautiful and well-situated woman. He took his next birth as a daughter of King of Vidarbha in the very house of the king. It was fixed that Vidarbhi, the daughter of King Vidarbha, was to be married to a very powerful man, Malayatwaja, an inhabitant of the Pandu country, and after conquering other princes, he married the daughter of King of Vidarbha. King Malayatwaja fathered one daughter who had very black eyes. He also had 7 sons, who later become rulers of that tract of the land known as Dravida. Thus, there were 7 kings in that land. So, now for the today's verse. Eka ekasya abhavattesham rajan arbudam bhokshate yat vamsa darair mahi manvantaram param. Eka ekasya abhavattesham rajan arbudam bhokshate yat vamsa darair mahi manvantaram param. Word by word meaning. Eka ekasya, of each one, abhavat, there become, tesham, of them, rajan, O king, arbudam, 10 million, arbudam, 10 million, bhokshate, in ruled, yat, whose, vamsadarai, by descendants, mahi, the whole world, manu antaram, up to the end of one manu, param, and afterwards. Translation and purport by Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. My dear King Parshavarhit, the son of Malayatwaja gave birth to many thousands and thousands of sons. And all these have been protecting the entire world up to the end of one Manu's life span and even afterwards. Purport by Divine Grace. There are 14 Manus in one day of Brahma. A Manvantara, the lifespan of one Manu is given as 71 multiplied by 43,20,000 years. After one such Manu passes on, another Manu begins his lifespan. In this way, the life cycle of the universe is going on. As one Manu follows another, the cult of Krishna consciousness is being imparted. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, Imam Vishwasya Yogam Proktavanagam Avyayam Vishwaswan Manase Praha Manu Ikshavahe Bravit. The Blessed Lord said, I instructed the imperishable science of yoga to the sun god Viswaswan, and Viswaswan instructed it to Manu, the father of mankind, and Manu in turn instructed it to Ikshavaku. Viswaswan, the sun god, imparted Bhagavad Gita to one Manu, and this Manu imparted this to his son, who imparted it yet to another Manu. In this way, the propagation of Krishna consciousness never stopped. No one should think that Krishna conscious movement is a new movement, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. It is a very, very old movement, for it has been passing down from one Manu to another. Among Vaishnavas, there may be some difference of opinion due to everyone's personal identity. But despite of all personal differences, the cult of Krishna consciousness must go on. We can see that under instruction of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakura, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj began preaching the Krishna conscious movement in an organized way within the past 100 years. The disciples of Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj are all God brothers. And although there are some differences of opinion, and although we are not acting conjointly, every one of us is spreading this Krishna conscious movement according to his own capacity and producing many disciples to spread it all over the world. As far as we are concerned, we have already started the International Society of Krishna Consciousness, Prabhupada says, and many thousands of Europeans and Americans were joined this movement indeed. Indeed, it is a spreading like wildfire, the cult of Krishna consciousness based on the 9 principles of devotion service. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam will never be stopped. It will go on without distinction of caste, creed, color, or country. No one can check it. The word Bhokshate is very, very important in these words. Just as a king gives protection to the citizens, these devotees, following the principles of devotion service, will give protection to all the people of the world. The people of the world are very much harassed by the so-called religious principled Swamis, Yogis, and Karmis and Jnanis. But none of these can show the right way to become elevated to the spiritual platform. There are primarily 4 parties spreading devotional service all over the universe. These are the Ramanuja Sampradaya, the Madhva Sampradaya, the Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, and the Nimbaraka Sampradaya. The Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya in particular comes from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All these devotees are spreading this Krishna conscious movement very widely and giving protection to the innocent people who are being so much embraced by the pseudo avatara Swamis, Yogis, and others. Om Tatsat. There and the purport of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Takshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sabinam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamakyam Tadatvi Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurum Suyudapatakampalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavamsa Sri Rupam Sagarajadam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Satvaidam Savadutam Parijanasakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagagana Lalita Sri Vishaka Vidam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanutsute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Panchakalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhupyayeva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Parshatate Sarne Omoho Vadanyaya Krishna Prema Vadayate Krishnaya Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratuje Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Tat Sat. Thank you for giving me an opportunity for reading the purport of Srila Prabhupada, which is itself on its own, it's very cleansing to the heart of all the devotees. By chanting and hearing, we can achieve further watering the seed, watering the root. I elsewhere heard there are three things. One is planting the seed, but that is by a guru. Second one is fertilizing the land. That means bringing out the qualities, better qualities, best qualities in us, like so many good qualities, like humility, like so many better qualities are there. All the 26 qualities of a Vaishnava will have to bring it into your life. That is fertilizing the land. And the third one is watering the seed. Watering the seed means that is chanting and hearing. So we do it very sincerely. We will, the Bhakti Laja Bij, it will grow very nicely. That's what it is. Any one of these is missing also, it is very difficult. One is, if you see in the outside world, we can see so many great personalities were there. They will be having wonderful qualities, like they will be humble, they will be merciful, they will be having so many things, they will be constructing temple, they will be constructing big schools, colleges, so many things they will do. All the best things they will do. They've got the, even sometime better than the devotees, they will be having the qualities like humility, so many other aspects they will be having. Out of these 26 qualities of Vaishnava, they will be having major qualities. Sometime which we may not be having those, but unfortunately they will not be having the seed of bhakti, not planted by the spiritual master. So there is no chance of any bhakti growing or bhakti is growing. Even otherwise, even if they, even if you take a community of devotees, if they got the seed from the spiritual master, fertile land qualities they are having, if they are not watering it properly by doing the sadhana like hearing and chanting, the seed will not grow. So in all the aspects, it should be fulfilling the requirement. Then only it will be. So coming to this verse, it was fixed that in this verse, Vidarbhi, the daughter of King Vidarbha, who was married to a powerful man, Malayatwaja, an inheritance of Pandu dynasty, after conquering other princes, he married the daughter of King of Vidarbha. King Malayatwaja fathered one daughter who was very black eyes, and he also had 7 sons, who later became ruler of the tract of land known as Dravida. Thus, there were 7 kings in that land. So, there is something very important which I come across in this particular thing. Malayatwaja, the fathered a daughter. Who is that daughter? At the end, I will tell you. It is very, very interesting. Who is that daughter? Even a lot of you may be knowing about it. I will come to that. Even today also, she has been worshipped. I will come to that in the last. So all this is happening in the Dravidian state of Tamil Nadu in the dynasty of Pandya kings. Malayatwaja were getting, he got one daughter and 7 sons. That's what is stated. Also, the word Bokshate is very important in this verse. Just as the king gives protection to the citizens from the godless civilization, how it is still it is continued in the disciplic succession. That's what is stated here. Here in Bhagavad Gita it is stated, Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshyo viduhu sakhalena mahata yoganashta parantabha. The supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, and the saintly kings understood in that way. But in course of time, the succession was broken, and therefore science as if it appeared to be lost. கார்த்தி நான் கூப்பிட்றேன், நான் இதில் கிளாஸில் இருக்கேன், கிளாஸில். It was clearly stated in Gita was specially meant for saintly kings because they were to execute its purpose of ruling over the citizens. Certainly, Bhagavad Gita was never meant for the demonic person who would dissipate the value for no one's benefit and would devise all type of interpretations according to his personal whims. As soon as the original purpose was skirted by the motives of the unscrupulous commenters, there arose a need of re-establishing the disciplic succession. 5,000 years ago, it was detected by the Lord himself that disciplic succession was broken, and therefore he declared that the purpose of Gita appeared to be lost. Srila Prabhupada says, in the same way, at the present moment, also there are so many editions of Gita, especially in English, but almost all of them not according to the authorized disciplic succession. There are innumerable interpretations rendered in different mundane scholars, but almost all of them do not accept the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Although they make good business on the words of Sri Krishna, this spirit is demonic, because demons do not believe in God, but simply enjoy the property of the Supreme. Since there is a great need of an edition of Gita in English, as it is received by Parampara, an attempt was made, and they made the great Bhagavad Gita. It's a good, our community is just to serve the humanity by distributing the Bhagavad Gita to everyone, especially on this auspicious marathon month, So already it started. Already over the world, 56 crores Bhagavad Gita has been distributed. Whatever we are doing, it is a contribution to that further. Vaikunta Hills, nearby our Uttarahalli, they declared they will be distributing 1 lakh Bhagavad Gita this month. 1 lakh Bhagavad Gita this month. And recently it has been opened. So we should have that urge to distribute Bhagavad Gita this month. So what is very important is to distribute the message of the Supreme Lord to the community around us, and make them also to be a part of us. It is stated in this verse also, Malaituja gave birth to so many thousands and thousands of sons, and all of them have been protecting the entire world up to the end of one Manu's lifespan, and even afterwards, it's stated. See, what is Manu's life and where is the position of Manu? What is this creation all about? And we will have a look at the creation starting from the Supreme Lord. The Purusha, after creating innumerable universe in this Mahat Tattva, entered each of them as a second Purusha, Garbhoda Sai Vishnu. When he saw that within the universe there is only darkness and space without a resting place, he filled half of the universe with the water from his own perspiration and laid himself down on the same water. This water is called Garbhodaka. Then from his navel, the stem of lotus flowers sprouted, and on the flower petals, the birth of Brahma, or the master engineer of the universal plan, took place. Brahma became the engineer of the universe, and the Lord himself took the charge of the maintenance of the universe as Vishnu. Brahma was generated from Rajoguna of Prakriti, or the mode of passion in nature, and Vishnu became the Lord of the mode of goodness. Vishnu being transcendental to all the modes, it is always aloof from the material affection. From Brahma, there is Rudra, Shiva, who is in charge of the mode of ignorance or darkness. He destroyed the whole creation by the will of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, all three, namely Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, are incarnations of Garbhodashai Vishnu. This Garbhodashai Vishnu is glorified in Vedas in the hymns of Garbhastuti, which begin with the description of Lord having thousands of heads. Sagasa Sirasa Purusha Sagashtakshu Sarasapad. The Garbhodashai Vishnu is the Lord of the universe, and although he appears to be lying within the universe, he is always transcendental. The Vishnu, who is the planetary portion of Garbhodashai Vishnu, is the super soul of universal life, and he is known as the maintainer of the universe as Kshirodashai Vishnu. So the three features of the original Purusha are thus understood. And all the incarnation within the universe are emanating from the Kshirodashai Vishnu only. The different millennia, there are different incarnations, each and every millennium, and they are innumerable along. Some of them are very prominent, such as Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Rama, Nasima, Vamana, and many others. These incarnations are called Leela incarnations. And there are qualitative incarnation, Gunavataras, such as Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, Rudra, who takes charge of the different modes of material nature. Lord Vishnu is non-different from the personality of Godhead. Lord Shiva, in the marginal position between the personality of Godhead and the living entity are Jivas. But Brahma is always a Jiva Tattva only. The highest pious living being or the greatest devotee of the Lord is empowered with the potency of the Lord for creation. His power, like power of the sun, reflected in the valuable stones and jewels. When there is no such living being to take the post of Brahma, the Lord himself becomes Brahma and takes charge of the post. Till the time, he will be reflecting the light of the Supreme Lord like a valuable stone. Lord Shiva is not an ordinary living being. He is a plenary portion of the Lord. But because Lord Shiva is in the direct touch with the material nature, he is not exactly in the same transcendental position as Lord Vishnu. The difference is like between the milk and the curd in so many places. Prabhupada has explained. Curd is nothing but milk, but yet it cannot be used as in the place of milk. The next incarnations are Manus, what it is indicated in these particular verses. Within 1 day duration of the life of Brahma, which is calculated as 43 lakhs years into 1,000 years, there are 14 Manus in 1 day of Brahma. Therefore, 420 Manus in 1 month and of Brahma, 420 Manus in 1 month of Brahma, 5,040 Manus in 1 year of Brahma, and for 100 years when he is living, it is 5,040 into 100, that is 5,04,000 Manus in a duration of Brahma's life. There are innumerable universes with one Brahma in each of them, and all of them are created and annihilated during the breathing time of a Purusha. Therefore, one can simply imagine how many millions of Manus were there are doing one breath of Purusha. So they are the people spreading the message of the Supreme Lord. We should understand the vastness of this preaching program around the world, around the universe. The Manus, when they talk about Manus who prominent within the universe are as follows. Yagna, there are 14 Manu, name is, I can try to tell you. Yagna is a Swayambhav Manu, Vibhu is a Saroshisha Manu, Satyasena is Uttama Manu, Hari is Tamasa Manu, Vaikunta is a Raivat Manu, Ajita is a Sakshusha Manu, Vamana is a Vaivasvata Manu. Vaivasvata Manu is, today it is a Vaivasvata Manvantara. The present age is under the control of Vaivasvata Manu. Sarvabhauma is a Sarvarani Manu, Rishabha is a Daksha Manu, Daksha Sarvani Manu, Vikshakshana is a Brahma Sarvani Manu, Dharmasetu is a Dharma Sarvani Manu, Sudama is a Rudra Sarvani Manu, Yokeshwara is a Deva Sarvani Manu, and Brahad Banu is Indra Sarvani Manu. These are the names of the one set of 14 Manus covering 430 crores solar years as described above. 430 crore solar years. Then there is a Yugavataras, the incarnations of the millennia. The Yugas are known as Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga. The incarnations of each Yuga are different colors. The color is white, red, black, and yellow. And in Dwapara Yuga, Lord Krishna in black color appeared. And in Kali Yuga, Lord Chaitanya in yellow color appeared. So, all the incarnations of the Lord are mentioned in the revealed scriptures. There is no scope for an imposter to become an incarnation because everything is specifically indicated. For an incarnation must be mentioned in Shastra. An incarnation does not declare himself to be an incarnation of the Lord. But great sages agree by the symptom mentioned in the revealed scriptures, the features of the incarnation and the particular type of mission which he has to execute are mentioned in the revealed scriptures. Apart from the direct incarnations, there are innumerable empowered incarnations. They are also mentioned in the revealed scriptures. Such incarnations are directly as well as indirectly empowered. When they are directly empowered, they are called incarnations. But when they are indirectly empowered, they are called Vibhudis. Directly empowered incarnations are Kumaras, Narada, Prithu, Sesha, Ananta, etc. As far as Vibhudis are concerned, there are very explicitly described in Vibhuti Yoga part of Bhagavad Gita. And it is stated in Bhagavad Gita, Magarshaya Sapta Purve Chatvaro Manastata Madbhavo Manasajjata Yesham Loke Ima Praja. The 7 great sages, and before them, the 4 other great sages and the Manus, progenitor of mankind, come from me, born from my mind, and all these living beings populating the various planets descends from them. The Lord is giving the genealogical synopsis of the universal population. Brahma is the original creature, born out of the energy of the Supreme Lord, who is known as Hiranyagarbha. And from Brahma, all the 7 great sages, Marichi to everybody. And before them, 4 other great sages like Sanaka, Sananda, Sanatana, and Sanat Kumara, and the 14 Manus are manifested. All these 25 great sages are known as the patriarchs of the living entities all over the universe. There are innumerable universes and innumerable planets within one universe, and each planet is full of population of different varieties. All of them are born of these 25 patriarchs. Brahma underwent penance for 1000 years of the demigods before he realized by the grace of Krishna how to create. Then from Brahma came Sanaka, Sananta, Sanatana, and Sanat Kumara, then Rudra, then the 7 sages. And in this way, all the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas are born out of the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Brahma is known as Pitamaha, we know, the grandfather, and Krishna is known as Prapitamaha, the father of the grandfather. That is stated in Bhagavad Gita. So, apart from all these creations, even the qualities what we will have to acquire, that also coming from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Buddhinanam asomoha shama satyam dama sama sukham dukkham bhava abhava bhayam cha bhayam, like that, everything, intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of senses, control of mind, happiness and distress, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame and infamy. All these various qualities of living being are created by me alone, Lord says. So that also coming from the Lord, not only the Manus, Brahma, all those things, everything is created from him only. Then only we will be in a position to get those things. One who knows all these things, everything is created by the Supreme Lord, everything is rendered by the Supreme Lord, everything is presented to us by the Supreme Lord. If he knows that, he becomes sinless. Yomamajam anadim cha veti loha magaishwaram asammuda samatyesu sarva papai pramukyate. Sarva papai pramukyate. He becomes sinless. He who knows me as the unborn, as the beginningless, as the Supreme Lord of all the world, he only, undeluded among man, he is freed from all the sin. In Bhagavad Gita, in 7th chapter, it is stated, Manushyanam sagastreshu kachit yadadi siddhaye. Those who are trying to elevate themselves to the platform of spiritual realization are not ordinary men. They are superior to the millions and millions of ordinary men who have no knowledge of the spiritual realization. But out of those actually trying to understand their spiritual situation, one who can come to the understanding that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the proprietor of everything, the unborn, the most successful spiritual realized person he is. In the stage only, when one has fully understood Krishna's supreme position, can one be free completely from the sinful reactions. Sorry. Here the Lord is described as by the world word aja, meaning unborn. But he is distinct from the living entities who are described in the as aja earlier. In the second chapter, I think there is some other aja, the materialistic way of. The Lord is different from living entities who are taking birth and dying due to material attachment. The conditioned souls are changing their bodies, but his body, Lord's body, not changeable, even when he comes to this material world. In this verse, the word Veti Loka Maheshwaram indicates that one should know that Lord Krishna is the supreme proprietor of the planetary systems of the universe, all. The Krishna is therefore different from everything that is created, and anyone who knows him as such immediately become liberated from the sinful reaction as stated here. One must be liberated from all sinful activities to be in the knowledge of Supreme Lord only by devotional service. Can he known and not by any other means? One should not try to understand Krishna as human being. As stated previously, only a foolish person thinks him to be a human being. This is again expressed here in a different way. A man who is not foolish, who is intelligent enough to understand the constitutional position of the Godhead, he is always free from all sinful reaction, as stated in this verse. If Krishna is known as son of Devaki, then how can he be unborn? Because he is you calling the Krishna is born out of Devaki, then how we can say he is unborn? That is also explained in Bhagavatam. When he appeared before Devaki and Vasudeva, he was not born as an ordinary child. He appeared in his original form, 400 form, and then he transformed himself into ordinary child. Anything done under the direction of Krishna is transcendental. It cannot be contaminated by the material reaction, which may be auspicious or inauspicious. The conception that there are things auspicious and inauspicious in the material world is more or less mental concoction, because there is nothing auspicious in this material world. Everything is inauspicious because the very material nature is unauspicious. We simply imagine it is to be auspicious. Real auspiciousness depends on the activities of Krishna consciousness in full devotion and service. So what we'll have to do, as stated in Bhagavad Gita itself, yat karoshi yat yajnasi yat juhoshi tadashi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva mat arpanam yat karoshi yat yajnashi yat juhoshi tadadiyat. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, yat tapasyasi kaunteya, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. Tat kurushva mat arpanam. So, as an offering to me, whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer, or whatever you give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. It is stated by Supreme Lord to Arjuna. So, we will have to follow that. Whatever we do, we will have to offer it as an offering to the Supreme Lord. Therefore, if we at all want our activities to be auspicious, then we should work under the direction of Supreme Lord. Such directions are given in authoritative scriptures such as Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, or from a bona fide spiritual master. Because the spiritual master is a representative of Supreme Lord. His directions are directly the directions of the Supreme Lord. The spiritual master is receiving benediction from the ocean of mercy. Daily we are hearing. Just as a cloud pours water on the forest fire to extinguish it, so the spiritual master delivers the materially afflicted world by extinguishing the blazing fire of material existence. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master, who is the ocean of auspicious qualities. Daily in the morning, Mangalarati, we are singing Samsara Dava Nalalita Loka Pranaya Karunya Gana Gana Tvam Prapasya Kalyana Gunanavasya Vande Guru Sri Charanaravindam. The spiritual master is receiving benediction from the ocean of mercy, just as the cloud pours water on the forest fire to extinguish it. So the spiritual master delivers the materially afflicted world by extinguishing the blazing fire of material existence. So I offer my respectful obeisances to the lotus feet of such a spiritual master who is the ocean of auspicious qualities. Daily we are singing in the Mangalarti. We should realize that the spiritual master, saintly person, and scriptures are the direct in the same way. All the three. There is no contradiction in these three sources: Sadhu, Shastra, and Guru. The spiritual master, saintly person, and scriptures: Sadhu, Shastra, Guru. All actions done under such directions are free from the reactions of the pious and impious activities of this material world. The transcendental attitude of the devotees in performance of the activities is actually that of renunciation. And this is called sannyasa, as stated in the first verse of 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. One who has, as a matter of duty, he has been ordered to do so by the Supreme Lord, and who does not seek shelter in the fruit of the activities. Anashita karma palam. It is true renouncer. Anyone acting under the direction of Supreme Lord is actually a sannyasi or a yogi. This is what we should understand. So, spiritual master, sadhu, shastra, guru will have to follow, and will have to do as the Lord says. Everything we will have to offer it to him, like yat karoshi yat chatnashi yat juhoshi tatadiyat yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurshva matarpanam, that we will have to do. So, in the beginning, I was mentioning you that there is this Malayatvaja's daughter. Who is that Malayatvaja's daughter? I come across some specific proof between Srimad Bhagavatam verse as well as the Dravidian scriptures. They are proving that Malayatvaja's daughter is nothing but, you may be knowing Madurai Meenakshi, or most of you may be knowing Meenakshi. Meenakshi is a very prominent deity in Madurai. The people who belong to Madurai, they may be knowing. She is Madurai, ruled by Meenakshi only. So Malayatvaja's daughter is Meenakshi, the form of she. That's why it is stated even in some of the South scriptures, but they were in Tamil. I had seen in my school days also. That suddenly I remembered when I was reading this. There was a great saint by name Kumara Kurupara who wrote one. These were available in our school books also. Udukkum Bovanam Kadandu Nenduruvan Ezhum Madugaram Vaimad Sudakal Mele Vanji Kudiye Varuhe Malayatvajan Petta Peruvalve Varuhave. In Tamil, Malayatvaja's daughter. She was praised in a scripture known as Meenakshi Pillai Tamil. So the Madurai Meenakshi is nothing but the daughter of Malayatvaja. And furthermore, this daughter of Malayatvaja married to Lord Shiva. So Madurai, that Meenakshi temple, is so very famous for the marriage between Meenakshi and Lord Shiva, and it was conducted by Lord Vishnu. So this is what I could understand. When I read that, I was remembering that old songs of my school days, and I could predict this is the Malayatvaja's daughter is nothing but Meenakshi of Madurai. Okay. So we had seen the Malayatvaja's daughter. They were ruling on all the sons of Malayatvaja, hundreds of sons. They were spreading the Krishna consciousness throughout the world till the Manus existed. And we also said how the this creation and starting from Supreme Lord till Manus, and how they have been covered. We had seen it, and each and every different type of avatars we saw that, and each and like what Gunavatara, Leelavatara, and Manus, and how the position of Supreme Lord. We had seen. And also how the Manu's lifespan, till the Manu's lifespan, how was Manu's lifespan has been estimated in comparison to the Lord Brahma, right? It is given very clearly by Srila Prabhupada. And we also said this message, it should come from the disciplic succession as indicated in Bhagavad Gita. Saintly kings, they understand the purpose of the Bhagavad Gita, and they followed it, and they pass it on to the others. Evam parampara praptam imam rajashyo vidugu sakalena mahta yoganashta parandapa. In the due course of time, it has been lost. They, after understanding that has been lost, Lord came again and revealed again that Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So, in the same way, Malayatwaja's thousands and thousands of sons also, they were protecting the entire world by spreading the message of the Lord. And Sri Prabhupada was indicating that Krishna conscious movement is a not new one. It is coming from disciplic succession from the beginning, and each and everyone, starting from Brahma to everybody, spread the message of Krishna. Everyone was Krishna conscious. Everyone was spreading the message of Krishna. It was stated here. So the position of Supreme Lord also indicated, and the Manu's lifespan, it was mind-boggling, like 43 lakhs years, and Brahma's life is into 1,000 years, right? We we saw that 420 Manus in one month of Brahma, and 5,040 Manus in 1 year of Brahma, and 5,040 into 100 means 5,000, 4,000 Manus in the duration of the Brahma's life. So many Manus were acting in spreading the Krishna conscious movement. Prabhupada is so proud to indicate that. And further, we saw the each and every different Manus, like Swayambhava Manu, Swarocha Manu, Uttama Manu, Tamasa Manu, Raivata Manu, Sakshusa Manu, and Vaivasvata Manu, which is the present Manu who is ruling the entire universe, Vikshashena Manu, Dharma Sarvani Manu, Sudam, like that, so many 14 Manus name I was indicating. And Yuga Avataras, like I said, Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. And the last, in the Kali Yuga, in a Mahaprabhu taken birth to spread the Krishna conscious movement, and he given us how to do the chanting, what is so very important for us to do the sadhana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Like that, Mahamantra, we'll have to chant it. And he was indicating that we'll have to chant it in a very, very humbler way. That is humbler than a blade of grass and taller than a tree. Trinathari Suvi Chena, Tarorahi Shagishna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadahari. That is when we are doing this chanting as I indicated, that is going to water the seed, watering the land, so that it will be having we are giving a good opportunity for the seed to sprout out and grow. And the land also should be fertile. By the fertile means that way of we will have to bring out all those qualities what we talk about. The qualities, as I indicated, the qualities also coming from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt, delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of senses, control of mind, happiness and distress, but that fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame, all these things. It is qualities coming from the Supreme Lord. That land should be so fertile with all these good, wonderful qualities, and then the seed from the spiritual master, Eshta Prasada, Bhagavat Prasada, that seed we will have to get it. So when we get and we go on do that austerities properly and without any deviation, when you do all those things, then we'll be in a position to reach the Supreme Personality of Godhead and Supreme Lord. Vaiti Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Krishna is we can reach the Supreme Lord. He is very, very having all the this thing, all best qualities. He will invest on us, and whatever we do, we'll have to do it to the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. That's what I indicated. Whatever you do, whatever you offer, you will have to give it to the Supreme Lord, and following the instruction of the Sadhu, Shastra, and Guru, the spiritual master. How much spiritual master is receiving the benediction from the ocean of mercy, just as the clouds pour water on the forest fire. I indicated you the Mangalarati song, Samsara Dava Nalalita Loka. Okay, so we will have to follow the Sadhu, Shastra, and Guru. All the actions done under such directions are free from the reactions of the pious and impious activities of this material world. The transcendental attitude of devotee in performance of the activities is actually that pronunciation that's called sannyasa. So we should understand that. So we should all each and every one of us, we should have that attitude, chanting properly, following all the regulative principles, and spreading the Krishna conscious movement. Being a month of a marathon month, Bhagavad Gita to be spread all over the world. Each and every one of us should have the attitude of spreading that Bhagavad Gita and distributing Bhagavad Gita in this month. What is the possible way? You can, to our friends, even if you give one also, it is okay. But we should have the attitude of spreading that this thing. That will give you more and more strength in your spiritual life. So I have tried to end my class here. Not much of a thing. So by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Tat Sat.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you very much for very well and detail explaining how the Krishna conscious movement is not new. In fact, it is eternally existing in this world and has been conducted by disciplic succession. And you have also importantly highlighted that we also have an opportunity to be part of it and make it continued across generations. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Devotees can unmute themselves to share reflections, or if they have any questions, please ask, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat.
And you opened the Pandora box and you said Madurai Meenakshi is.
I also surprising. There was something called Meenakshi Amman Pillai Tamil, which I read in my school days. Okay. And I find out Meenakshi Amman is the daughter of Malayatvaja. Because in that verse also it is stated, Malayatvajan Petra Peruvalve Varuhave. Like that, so many, very big. That's a very big book, that is. So Mother Meenakshi is, see what I is surprised to see is Bhagavatam having so many characters. Now they are all living everywhere, but we should know about it. Who is who and what is what. And Puranjana means we might not have seen Puranjana, right? But in his disciplic succession, the Meenakshi is there who came and he married to Lord Shiva. That's what I surprised.
It reminds me of the Sundareshwara's wedding. Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Thanks for the wonderful class, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
So Brahma resides in Brahma's abode. What about Manus? Where do they reside, Prabhu?
Who?
Manus.
Manu is living in their universes. Manvantara, wherever they are ruling, that places Manu will be living. Wherever they are ruling. If they are ruling our universe, he will be living in our universe. If it is some other universe, they will be living.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. Manvantara is Manushya. Manushya is, he will be living along with the human being.
Thank you, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Murali Prabhu.
Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Prabhu.
Dandavat Prabhu.
Nectarian class, Prabhu. Very nice.
All your mercy. You given me some mercy to me. So,
Prabhupada.
Prabhupada's books. Nothing I am doing.
As usual, you connect a lot of things Bhagavatam to your olden Tamil knowledge. That's always there.
Yes, Prabhu. That is very, very important to know what is where. So now I am very happy. So Bhagavatam is connected to South.
Hare Krishna, thank you for the wonderful class. Yeah. So I also got reconnected to my place
Oh,
of
Madurai. Yeah, you are from Madurai. Yes. So
there's also there are a lot of composers.
yeah.
So there's one particular song,
Ah.
Devi Neevu Thunai by Papanathan Sivan.
I
Malaya
know.
Dwajam Madhavame Kanchana Mala Pudalvi Maharani.
Oh.
So here is described how Meenakshi looks and who she is. She's the daughter of Malaya Dwaja and Kanchana Mala.
Yes.
Then
That is by Papanathan Sivan. Yeah.
And also because Maleshwar Pandya he passes away, then she's given to Vishnu to conduct the marriage.
Oh, wonderful.
Madurai, and please, I'm sure all of us would have visited Madurai temple.
Recently, all our Madajis who do the garland seva, they went to Madurai to see Meenakshi. They went all of 7, 8 of them. They went recently. Last week.
Graha Pravesam was there, Prabhu.
Oh, I don't know, but I heard Madajis going. I was envying them. We don't have the chance.
There are so many treasures where one needs 2-3 days to see the entire temple all around.
Yes. We got very close to that. We got that Andal Srivilliputhur also near that Madurai, Srivilliputhur. Yeah. Very wonderful, Mataji. So, if it is no more question or feedbacks, we can close it. All of you can do your work as early as possible.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Thank you for the nice class. You are connecting in the entire world and how to see in context with Krishna. That's what you are very nicely highlighting, Prabhu. Thanks a lot.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So nice of it.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for the wonderful class, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Ravi Lochan Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So we'll prove our Vaishnava Pranama.
Yes.
Vanchakalpataruvasya Kripa Sindhupyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah. Ananda Kodi Vaishnava ki jai. Namachal Siddhartha Prabhu ki jai. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.